sent the tea in by my little sister and stood by the window listening to their conversation. My mom was talking about Henry's proposal and my aunt said, "You might be forgetting something. Your mother-in-law had fixed Lily's engagement with James when they were kids." My dad said, "We thought you would consider this." My mom said, "That's an old matter. The children have to live their lives and we should consider their happiness. We shouldn't force our decisions on them." My uncle said, "We still stand by our decision and my son is also willing." My mom said, "But Lily doesn't want this and this proposal is according to her wishes." My aunt said, "Babe, you're also being unreasonable. Dear sis, you've done a good thing. May God make Lily's fate good. We're very happy with this proposal. Henry is a good boy and every mother wants to see her daughter's good future." I've taken a breath of relief. Everything was going smoothly and my uncle and aunt had left. But then loud voices started coming from downstairs. James was shouting, saying, "You've brought this cursed news from upstairs. I had told you to take care of this matter." His father said, "What's wrong with you? What's your status that we can't even discuss a proposal for you?" James said, "What's wrong with my status? You're the one who's always criticizing me." His father said, "Henry works in London and earns a lot of money. What do you do? Even if you get a job, it'll be for 30 to 40,000 euro. You're not even willing to sit in the work with me. If you had listened to me, you would be sitting in the work with me by now, and I would have expanded the business." James said, "Even then they would have objected. They would say I'm not educated enough." His mother said, "Enough, this is a matter of fate. You just focus on your job and education. We'll find a good girl for you." James said, "My wife will only be Lily. If she's not mine, then she won't be anyone else's." Fortunately, his voice wasn't loud enough to reach Henry's room. Then a slapping sound was heard and his mother said, "From now on, I don't want to hear Lily's name from your mouth." I was in my room, so I could hear everything that was happening in the living room. After that, everyone became quiet. I thought, thank God, this matter is over. A few days later, my engagement with Henry was finalized and my aunt came with her family. They planned to get us married within 15 days and didn't want any dowry, saying they had everything in London. I was overjoyed, and as the wedding day approached, I felt like I was flying. Engagement night arrived, and the decorations were set up outside the house. I was being prepared and my friends were there to celebrate. When I was taken outside, Henry was already seated on the stage. Everyone was there except James. My uncle and aunt were quiet, but I didn't care about anyone else. My heart was filled with joy. My aunt gave me a beautiful jewelry set. Just then, my brother came running onto the stage saying, "James has cut his wrist and is lying unconscious in his room, bleeding profusely." This news was like a shock to everyone, and everyone rushed inside the house. I also got up and the sounds of crying and screaming filled the air. When Henry and my uncle saw James, they took him to the hospital. All the guests were trying to figure out what had happened. Why James had created a scene on my wedding day. My heart was extremely troubled and I felt a deep sense of sadness. I had grown up with James and he was like a family member to me. I went on the rooftop wearing my engagement outfit and sat on the floor of the rooftop, crying uncontrollably. I felt like I wanted to disappear into the earth, that I didn't know that life's small issues could be so costly. I closed my eyes and the rain soaked me completely. Neither my tears nor the rain would stop, and it felt like everything was being washed away, including my dignity. I removed the jewelry and threw them on the floor, and then I tore off the flower and threw it away, crying loudly. The thunder of the clouds was accompanied by my sobs.